Karl in Arizona. Hey, Karl, what's on your mind this morning?
Danettes, so good to connect with you guys. First off, Seton, I was pulling for you in the tournament, but the deal is this. Had you won, it would have been as climactic as, I don't know, a Rick in Hawaii call. And the champ ate the double Caesar salad. But, Dan, I do have a question for you, and I'm going to pivot here just for a second. From your fandom, college basketball March has always been very special. Which of these, if you want to workshop this in as a potential poll question, 1975, you've got UCLA over Kentucky. That's the 10th title for Coach John Wooden. Retires 2 days earlier. Then you've got the first ever shot clock game in 86, Louisville over Duke in the national championship. And then Keith Smart in 87, hitting the shot for the Hoosiers over Syracuse. Out of those three, can you give us some perspective on that? And not to step on your toes, Paulie, but this day in sports history, MJ got assigned to AA.
All right. Well, thank you, Karl.
Thank
you, Karl. Thank you, Karl. We got to vet these phone calls here.
Anything else? Tax advice? Season's right around the corner.
Marvin, we got to vet these a little bit here.
Talk about your know-it-alls. What was that all about?
Show's over. We got like a minute left.
Tell Florio I don't have time. Karl has all these questions.
He's going to reschedule, Mike.
The topic bar, Marvin puts a topic up there that they want to talk about, said NFL schedule. So I thought, okay, I'll do that, and then we'll take a break and go into Florio talking about the NFL schedule. And then he was going to pivot on me. And then I went, okay.
You didn't expect a deep dive on Keith Smart's jumper to win it for the Hoosiers?
I did not.
No offense.
Karl.
I know.
What's happening?
I know. There are times when I love taking phone calls, and there are times when I go, what am I doing?
Karl, first time, last time.
Yeah.
Wow.
No
Karl's
offense.
just getting destroyed, poor guy.
I'd be great at hosting Jeopardy for like 1 week because of my snarkiness, but the fans would not like it.
Yes, Tom.
I'm a little jealous. I'm usually the one that takes the air out of the room and everything just comes to a complete stop. And Karl just took my spot from me. Just like I did just now.
Exactly. That's, I was thinking, why did you open your mouth?
I have no idea.
You done?
I had nothing really to offer there. I just Karl took my role, which I didn't like. Just like Ryan stealing the mock headlines.
Yes.
It had been 5 minutes since we talked about Todd, so he had to bring it back to himself.
I get a little, lonely back here in the corner.
You know what I'm going to do? I got to lower the curtain on
you
today.
You know how I get
I got to.
It makes me very nervous.
Todd, I have the curtain.
It raises my blood pressure. And
I'm going to lower the curtain on you right now.
I'm uncomfortable.
Okay.
I get sweaty when you do that.
Okay. There you go. I got the cone of silence on top. Oh, look who's Karling back. It's Karl in Arizona. Karl, you're taking a beating today with the listeners. We thought we'd let you try to come back and see if you could resuscitate your career.
Totally redeemed myself.
Okay.
Mandick in the morning. First time, I guess, not last time. Yeah, I pivoted hard there on that one. I was all set to talk to you about not being a prisoner of the moment and, well, this just be a footnote until they go to 18 games in the NFL. And then I saw these nervous Purvis Ellison Louisville teams and John Wooden's last national championship. And then, see, that's the art of the call, everybody. You think you're going to go in for something, you got it all planned out, and then you just run on and ramble a whole bunch. And yes, I tried to just go with Karl because I'm like, you know what, Mandick's too easy. That's low-hanging fruit. No pun intended at all, but that's low-hanging fruit to be like, hey, it's Mandick in Scottsdale. There's no worse name than that.
Any benefits to being named Mandick?
Yeah, icebreakers with the ladies. And then the only other thing about that is closing out at the end of the night. If it's a loud bar, I've had bartenders numerous times look at me, and I'm like, no, it's Mandick. It's the blue card right there. They're like, stop joking around with me. What's your actual last name? And I'm like, no, it's Mandick, and I'm trying to close the deal, and let's go. We got things to do here. And it's cost me a couple times because they're like, all right, you figure it out. I'll just be outside. I'll get the lift. That would be the tough one. But no, I love it. Absolutely love it because the entire DP show community is awesome. So I take it. And watching Chris Farley growing up, learning how to make fun of yourself. I've been doing this since I was 5.
All right, thank
so
you.
I laugh it up.
Thank you. Yes, Seton. What?
I just want to know quickly, is it Karl with a C or a K?
Karl with a K.
Karl with a K.
No C in the last name, so it could be Mandick.
Okay. Well, thank you, Karl. Call back tomorrow. That's Karl, who got roughed up a little bit there. One of our callers from Arizona.